Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another showcase for you today in the Open Ultra League, and this trainer went from expert to leaderboards, so like 3300s, which is absolutely insane with this team. So it's going to be Shadow Swampert with Drapion, right, as well as Mandibuzz. So really cool team. Let's go ahead and see how these battles play out, and I imagine you can use this team as well in the Premier Cup, the Ultra Premier Cup, because there's no legendaries on this team. But either way, Swampert is going to go ahead and go for this Hydro Cannon. This is going to be enough to KO the Escavalier, unless if Escavalier decides to shield, which they do decide to shield. They want to get off this drill run. Swampert going to go ahead and commit its final shield just so it can try and KO this Escavalier. They do switch into Mandibuzz. Out comes Mandibuzz, and we're going to be in for a very, very slow fight and a long fight because Mandibuzz versus Mandibuzz does take forever, right? The opponent is running Air Slash, so they have a little bit of an advantage because Air Slash is doing neutral, whereas Snarl is doing nothing. But it's still a long, long matchup. The opponent is going to go ahead and go for another Aerial Ace. And this Aerial Ace is going to connect. And now this Aerial Ace from this Mandibuzz is going to go ahead and connect as well. So there we go. And continuing on, we're going to see an Aerial Ace come out. This Aerial Ace going to go ahead and definitely connect. The opponent's not going to shield. They do have one shield left, but there's really no reason to shield this Mandibuzz at all because Aerial Ace is really not doing too much damage, right? We're going to see an attack coming in from this opposing Mandibuzz, and this Mandibuzz is going to go ahead and go for this Aerial Ace. Okay, it's going to connect, and this one, honestly, does this even KO? Probably. No, it barely hangs on, able to get over another Aerial Ace. Oh my gosh. That is such a slow matchup, but in comes Drapion, okay, and out comes Escavalier. Gonna go ahead and go for the crunch. This is gonna be enough to KO that Escavalier. Of course, the Escavalier is gonna be gone. So very nice. So this might come down to the time. I mean, that was such a slow matchup, Mandibuzz versus Mandibuzz, right? So the opposing Drapion is going to go ahead and go for a crunch. This is going to be another battle where, I mean, it's not as bad, but all these moves are resisted because it looks like none of them are running Aqua Tail. So crunch is going to connect. And another crunch, definitely going to connect. They're not going to shield this. Obviously, they would want to shield maybe if a debuff happens, right? And a debuff does happen, so they might start shielding. We'll see. We're going to see another crunch come out. And this crunch is going to connect. And we do see this Mandibuzz, good catch. Mandibuzz is going to go ahead and go down literally 1 HP. But this crunch is going to be able to finish it off. And there comes the timer. Okay, in comes Drapion. Drapion is going to be hit with an attack right now. I'm going to get it low. And time is up. Who won? I still don't know. I feel like this trainer won, the trainer that was shoutcasting. I think they had a little bit more HP. I could be wrong. But either way, let's go ahead and move it to the next battle. We see a safe swap into Drapion. Of course, both Pokemon in the back doing pretty well. I mean, they do have to watch out for Moonblast. I'm surprised that Cresselia is not switching out. But that's totally fine with this Drapion, right? Drapion is going to go ahead and go for the crunch. And that is going to connect in this one. Not going to be enough to KO. Let's see if they decide to shield this or if they let it go. They do let it go. Still not enough to KO, of course. The opponent is going to go ahead and go for another attack. It's going to be a Moonblast. Yep, and Moonblast is going to connect, and they're going to be able to switch into Virizion. Virizion, unfortunately, gets off an attack first. This will KO, this Sacred Sword. But you do want to shield because you are running Sludge Bomb. However, we do see a bait right now. So this bait is going to be huge, and we do see a shield. Oh my gosh, amazing. And now the Mandibuzz coming in. That was a great bait there. So Mandibuzz is taking neutral damage. Actually, Stone Edge, if they have it, would be super effective. But it looks like they don't have it. I've seen Virizion with Sacred Sword. I've seen it with Leaf Blade. Not Sacred Sword, but Stone Edge. I've seen it with Leaf Blade. This one, of course, looks like it's running Leaf Blade. We're going to see an Aerial Ace come out right now. That will pick up the shield. Of course, that's a great matchup. I mean, Aerial Ace is not a great move, but Flying types are double super effective towards Virizion, so it does do a good amount of damage there, right? Still not enough to KO, though, but they're going to be able to throw another Sacred Sword right now that is going to connect. And we're going to see this Aerial Ace. This is going to KO the Virizion, of course. There we go. Virizion goes down. Very nice. In comes Drapion. And they're going to actually catch it on Runerikus. But this is beautiful. You would love this to go into the Runerikus, right? It's totally fine. Looks like they might Shadow Claw down, but the opponent actually conceded that, and that is going to be a great game. Very well played to both trainers. We're moving on. Shadow Swampert into Sylveon. Okay, so you don't want the Mana Buzz on this. I mean, this is still not great because they could honestly just charm down. But you could force shields at least, right? You could at least force shields. So we're going to see a Hydro Cannon. Will they shield the first one? They let the first one go. Oh, they actually switched into Samurott. And out comes Mandibuzz. So Samurott's a very cool Pokemon. It's going to be able to go for an attack right now. And this is going to be Hydro Cannon. That's fine. Actually, it does a decent amount, to be honest, to the Mandibuzz. So we're going to see this Foul Play. Going to connect. And they're going to be able to get off another one. This is not KO. They need 2 more Hydro Cannons to KO. This is not going to KO. So 1 more now. And this is going to be a Foul Play, of course. And this is going... Or Dark Pulse, excuse me, Dark Pulse. And needs 1 more attack, but no, the Samurai does get to it. Do you really want to shield? Let's see. Nope, gonna go ahead and let it go. Yeah, I wouldn't want to shield that, I don't think. But in comes Drapion. Oh, they get off another one, unfortunately. Samurai pretty fast, right? But gonna go ahead and shield this and go for the farm down. So, you know, a good amount of energy there. Unfortunately, you had to shield, but Swampert coming in, going immediately for the Hydro Cannon. This will force the shield. No, it will not. Oh, I thought the Sylveon came in. No, I did not force the shield. They're going to be able to throw an attack. Just going to let the Swampert go. But you're taking neutral damage, right? And they can honestly just double shield. Well, you already have 2 crunches. So we're going to see 1 crunch right now. Yeah, they let it go because you would have been able to get to multiples. We're going to see another crunch come out right now into the Swampert. They have to... Oh, no, they don't. Well, I mean, to be fair, they don't have to because the Poison Sting attacks are really doing nothing because it's double resisted. So, good game. Not going to be able to win that one, but okay, that's okay. Moving on, Shadow Swampert into Galvantula. Okay, so... I mean, you resist the electric attacks. I guess Lunge will do a lot. Kind of like a neutral matchup, I guess. Galvantula is going to go ahead and go for an attack. It's definitely going to be a Lunge, right? We know that. So Lunge is coming out, able to connect, and getting that debuff, which is unfortunate. But we do see another Hydro Cannon coming in from this Shadow Swampert right now. And they're going to be able to go for an attack. This is going to be enough to KO, so the Swampert will go ahead and commit a shield. Going to be a Lunge. We're going to see a nice overfarm going for this attack right now. Will the Galvantula shield to let it go? They do shield it up. And they actually switch into Clefable before the Hydro Cannon can come out. That is really unfortunate. Well played by the opponent, but a Drapion can come in. The Clefable has no shields to hide behind. You know the Sludge Bomb is doing massive damage. It might not KO. It will get it very low. It does not KO, okay? So it looks like you need another attack. They actually get off an attack with the Clefable, so gonna go ahead and shield. I don't think you could Poison Sting down. No, I get maybe, but you would have gotten very low. But either way, this crunch is gonna be enough to pick up the knockout against the Clefable. Very nice. You'll have to see it. In comes Mandibuzz. Okay, gonna go ahead and definitely soften up that Mandibuzz so your Mandibuzz has a better matchup. And it's not like they can snarl down. Able to catch. Beautiful catch. This should be an Aerial Ace, but it's still a good catch. The Galvantula, though, coming in, it does have an attack, remember, and I'm sure they're going to go for Discharge as they do. Snarl down. Oh, come on. Yeah, able to snarl down just before they get to a move. Now, unfortunately, you are a lot lower now because of that Galvantula, but we'll see what happens. We're going to see this Aerial Ace. Just spam the Aerial Aces and get off a Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb is still not obviously enough to KO. But they're going to be able to throw an attack. I think Mandibuzz might live it. It does live it. Aerial Ace coming out from the Mandibuzz. Should be able to get to 2 more Aerial Aces. Will that put it in Sludge Bomb range? Oh no, just going to switch out immediately without throwing the second Aerial Ace. Getting off this Sludge Bomb. Very nice. Wants to get to 1 more crunch. Can't get to it, unfortunately. This is going to KO. But I think the Mandibuzz can pull this one out because an Aerial Ace... Oh, no, they get off an attack. Oh, man, they actually get... Okay, GG's. They get off an attack. Yeah, you don't live that. Good game. Close one as well. I didn't think they would get to another one. Moving on, Swampert into Galarian Stunfisk. You absolutely love to see this matchup. They're going to go ahead and switch into the Cresselia. Out comes this Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz is going to go ahead and take this Moonblast just fine. it could take 2 Moonblast, and the Psycho Cut's literally doing nothing, right? Because you double resist it. Dark Pulse coming out, very nice. Snarls and Dark Pulses. I mean, you still need 3 Dark Pulses to KO this thing. But they're going to go ahead and go for another attack. It's still not going to KO, which is fine. We're going to see this Dark Pulse come out from the Mana Buzz. And trying to get to one more. Oh, go in for the Aerial Ace. Okay, it doesn't really matter what attack you go for. It should KO regardless, I think. Oh no, it didn't KO. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Should have went for the Dark Pulse. I thought the Aerial Ace would have KO'd too, so I didn't think it mattered. But it's okay, it happens. Anyway, gonna go ahead and go for 2 Aerial Aces right now. They're gonna be able to farm down, but at least you can get to 2 Aerial Ace attacks. I think. Yeah, gonna be able to get to the second one. This is going to be, well, it's not gonna be enough to KO, but it's gonna be enough to do damage. Almost 50% health right now, right? So in comes the Drapion. You do have the Sludge Bomb, which is nice. But they have a lot of energy as well. So a Moonblast doing a good amount of damage. It's not gonna KO. Actually, it does a lot of damage. But this is the matchup you really want. Swampert into this Galarian Stunfisk because you are a Shadow. One Hydro Cannon is going to get that Stunfisk pretty low. It doesn't KO. They're going to be able to go for an attack. Now, it probably is an Earthquake. No, they bait with Rock Slide. Oh my gosh, the bait with the opponent. That great bait by the opponent there. They're definitely going to shield this. But can you get to a second one before they get to an Earthquake? It looks like that may have been a CMP tie. But we do see this second Hydro Cannon coming out that will pick up the second shield, and it was a CMP tie. Earthquake coming out, but will it be enough to KO Swampert? It might not be. It is not enough to KO, so they both switch out. Oh my gosh, a Sludge Bomb coming out. This is going to be enough, I think. It is enough to KO that Tapu Fini, and out comes this Stunfisk. This Crunch will KO. Beautiful, beautiful gameplay by both trainers and able to win that. Absolutely incredible. That was a great game. I really enjoyed that battle. But let's go ahead and move into the next battle. We'll see how the next game plays out. And it's going to be Swampert into Giratina. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and switch into the Drapion. They're going to go ahead and bring in their Registeel right now. Not the greatest matchup, but if you can get debuffs, you do have some play, but it's still not the greatest. Because, I mean, that Registeel can tank these crunches easily. But you could still tank a Zap Cannon or a Focus Blast as well. So it's not the worst matchup in the world, right? The only thing is, like, the Poison Sting damage is doing nothing. Unfortunately, they do get the attack debuff. But that is okay. We're going to see a Crunch come in right now. Maybe picking up a debuff. Come on, you could do it. No, you cannot, Drapion. That's okay. They're going to be able to throw an attack. Do you let it go? Nope, gonna go ahead and shield, because if you shield this Focus Blast, I think you could make it to 2 Crunches, which should threaten that Registeel. So we're gonna see Crunch, the first Crunch coming out, and even though you debuffed, I think 2 KO. Yeah, 2 KO, and they're debuffed as well, so this one would definitely KO, unless if they shield, which I feel like they might shield. They do shield that, and they do get off an attack. We're gonna see a shield from the Drapion right now. Getting the attack debuff, but that honestly doesn't matter at this point in time. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Crunch. If they shield, they might be able to get off a Focus Blast. I think they can. They don't shield, they let it go. They want to take that shield advantage. In comes Giratina. Going to be able to get off another Crunch. Wow, you love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. And you love the Mana Buzz on this, so it's definitely worth investing the shields, right? Because you really want the Mana Buzz on this. They're going to be able to go for an attack. If they have Ancient Power, it is super effective. They don't have Ancient Power, which is huge. They're going to switch into Snorlax. Out comes this Swampert right now. You are taking a lot, but that's totally fine. They're going to be able to go for a Body Slam as well. You just want damage on this thing, right? You just want damage on this thing. I think this is going to be a win here. We're going to see a Hydro Cannon come out. And going to go ahead and go for another Hydro Cannon. I mean, they have to shield it, right? They want to KO this Swampert. They don't shield it. And Giratina coming in. But the Mana Buzz is going to absolutely slaughter that Giratina, right? So, just going to go ahead, just throw the Hydro Cannon, makes sense. They're going to be able to farm down. We're going to see this Mana Buzz come out. You could take all the Dragon Claws in the world. Doesn't really matter. We know they don't have Ancient Power, and even if they did, it would still be a win. They're going to be able to go for another one, totally fine. The opponent's sticking it out. You know what? I respect that. They're going to be able to go for this Dragon Claw. They're going to be able to go for another Dragon Claw. It does get to the moves fast with Shadow Claw, right? It does get to Dragon Claw pretty fast. Actually, this is a close... Oh, timer. This is actually close. Going to go ahead and go for the Aerial Ace right now. And that will pick up the shield. This is actually close because of the timer. Oh my gosh, Dragon Claw, you need to get off your move, and it was a CMP type, so you do get it off, so this is not going to KO, but you're going to be ahead on health, and the time is going to give you that win. Wow, what a crazy, that was actually a lot closer than I thought. Good game to both trainers. By the way, have I been calling Dark Pulse foul play from Mandibuzz this whole time? I may have been, I don't know, but if I call it foul play, you know I mean Dark Pulse. But I'm just used to Mandibuzz with foul play, to be honest. But Dark Pulse is obviously a legitimate move as well. Anyway, this is a great matchup, as long as they don't have Ice Beam, and of course they don't. We saw they have Bubble Beam. So we're going to see a foul play. There we go again. We're going to see a Dark Pulse. And that's totally fine. They're going to be able to go for another Bubble Beam, but that's fine. It doesn't matter if they debuff you. It means it takes a little bit longer, I guess, to KO the Jellicent, but it doesn't really matter. They're going to debuff again, of course, because they have Shadow Ball. So this is just such a dominating matchup. Again, as I mentioned, as long as they don't have Ice Beam, this is a great matchup. They do switch out. You're going to go ahead and switch out. Reset all the debuffs. You'll love to see it. Now, do you go for the Hydro Cannon here? Do you go for the Earthquake? They have Poison Jab. It's hard to say. I mean, if they shield, the Swampert is pretty low. So they might shield, they do not shield. Yeah, I think I would have went for the Earthquake as well. But good call there. If they had Snarl, maybe I would have went for the Hydro Cannon. But either way, I don't think they had Snarl, right? I think they had Poison Jab. Yeah, they had Poison Jab. But either way, this Swampert is going to go for the Hydro Cannon into the Jellicent, able to KO it. And in comes the Alola Ninetales. Can't make it to another Hydro Cannon. But you do have the Drapion. But I wonder if they could 2-shield and farm down. That's the scary part about it. Because you are taking neutral damage, right? You got to throw it perfect timing. I don't know if you can get to 3. I feel like you can't. We'll see. Actually, maybe you can. We're going to see that shield. Yeah, I guess maybe you can. I guess you can. Actually, going to go ahead and throw the Crunch right now. Looks like they did get a move in. But able to... Yeah, beautiful. Oh, I don't know. If you threw the Sludge Bomb before, I don't know if you could have. But either way, it doesn't matter because they took the bait. And that is going to KO, and that is going to be a great game, very well played to both trainers. We're moving on, Swampert into Nidoqueen. Okay, you'll love to absolutely see it. They're going to go ahead and switch out into Mandibuzz. Yeah, Mandibuzz is kind of tough for this team. A lot of Mandibuzz, actually. I don't think I've seen a lot of Mandibuzz, to be honest. In the Ultra League, right? Lately. I mean, in the past I definitely have, but like lately I don't think I've seen too many. But anyway, I like that play. Throwing the Hydro Cannon and then switching into your own Mandibuzz to ensure that you win this matchup, and then you could have the Shadow Swampert on the Nidoqueen. That was a great play, but again, Mandibuzz and the Mandibuzz is still very slow, as we've seen early in the video, right? So we're going to see an Aerial Ace come out. That is going to connect, and this Mandibuzz is going to be hit with this attack right now. Of course, it's going to be Aerial Ace. No reason to shield it. We're going to see an Aerial Ace come out right now. And this is going to connect. And yeah, I mean, there's going to be no shields, right? I don't think so. Like, if you're this Mandibuzz and they threaten the win, I guess you shield. But they're not going to threaten the win, right? Because you did a Hydro Cannon to them. Even though that allowed them to get energy, I don't think. I mean, you have 2 Aerial Aces right now, so 2 Aerial Aces will be enough to KO this Mandibuzz. And if they want to shield, you could follow suit and shield as well. Going to overfarm. I really do like that overfarm, keeping track of the energy on the opposing Mandibuzz. That underfarm allowed 1 more Snarl. Very nice there. So let's see what comes in. Going to be that Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen wants to get ahead of energy, which makes sense, but this foul play is this Dark Pulse is coming out. They're going to be able to farm down with Nidoqueen, so they do get energy. So you might be threatened by the Earth Power. I don't know the counts. Obviously, I mean, I do know the counts, but I'm not counting the Nidoqueen, so I don't know where they're at. But they are at the Earth Power, so that is a great shield. In comes Trevenant. Out comes... Oh, you love to see it. You absolutely love to see this. Unless if you're the opponent, you love to see it, right? Shadow Ball, totally fine. You could take another Shadow Ball. I'm going to see this crunch come out right now. And this crunch is going to not connect because they do shield it. We're going to see another crunch. Will they shield it? This actually doesn't KO, but it will get it low. Yeah, they let it go, and we do see the defense drop. The opponent is going to go ahead and throw an attack. Probably just going to let this go, to be honest. It still doesn't KO. It almost does. I'm going to go ahead and get off this crunch. And you do have that Swampert into that Nidoqueen. Even if they shield, which they actually do shield, they switch into the Nidoqueen. Going to go ahead and throw this Hydro Cannon right now. This is going to be a good game. This is going to KO, and that's... Trevor is very low with this. Well, the Hydro Cannon will KO. And time is actually counting down. I mean, yeah, Mana Buzz is good at allowing the timers to come down, right? Especially if it's a Mana Buzz mirror match. But we're going to see a Hydro Cannon that's going to KO the Trevenant, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played to both trainers. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. We have Shadow Swampert into Shadow Swampert, so we're looking at a mirror match right now. We'll see how this plays out. Yeah, Shadow Swampert or Swampert in general. It doesn't have to be the Shadow one. Both of them are really good for the Ultra League. So if you're not using, or if you don't have Pokemon, like XL Pokemon, Swampert is one of the best Pokemon to use. If not the best. It's really good. In comes Pidgeot. Going to go ahead and go for this Hydro Cannon right now. I just want to do some damage. They probably shield, actually. No, they actually let it go. It does do a lot. In comes Drapion. Okay, they do get off an attack. Now, do they throw the Brave Bird? Probably not. Oh, never mind, they do. Okay, but it still doesn't KO. So, you have two crunches, and you're going to be able to KO this Pidgeot. And if they shield, they have to shield both, because you'll be able to get off both. In comes Muck, okay. So, Muck, I mean, I would say Drapion did its job, so just going to go ahead and go for this crunch right now. Able to connect, and this crunch is going to be able to connect as well. They're not going to shield it. But Drapion absolutely going off. Gonna bring in the Mana Buzz. Okay, gonna bring in the Mana Buzz. Makes sense. They're gonna be able to go for the Acid Spray. They want to debuff. They don't want to go for the Dark Pulse, right? They're gonna be able to go for another Acid Spray, and that's really all they can do. And we're gonna see an Aerial come out right now. This Aerial is going to pick up the shield actually. Maybe they're probably gonna. I guess they're gonna double shield. Oh no, we're gonna go ahead and switch to try and catch because Swampert is very low, right? Trying to catch there. Good attempt, and plus you also reset your debuff as well. So good catch or a good attempt there. Not able to catch that. And Aerial coming out. That is going to connect and able to get off another one. No, they do get off an Aerial. This Mana Buzz is very very low, so it does have to shield. But the Poison Jabs are coming out. So, gonna go ahead and go for this Aerial right now. They do let that go, and they bring in Swampert, and Swampert is going to be able to go for this Hydro Cannon. And this is going to KO the Mana Buzz, and that is going to be a great game and a great video. Thank you so much for watching and showing the battles. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.